Hi, I'm Colleen Peffers, founding lawyer of Peffers Law right here in Milton. You're watching this video because, well, you're curious about protecting your legacy. And today I'm going to tell you about 3 types of assets that people mostly forget in their estate plans. The first asset I want to talk to you about today is that people are delaying marriage and childbearing in order to develop their careers. And thanks to technology, you can freeze your genetic material, eggs and sperm. There are also many companies that allow their employees to store their genetic material at the company's expense, like Google, Amazon. Now, this is really amazing, but what if something happens to you? What happens to this material? Who has the right to dispose of it, use it, or decide what's going to happen to it? You should have it in your will with clear provisions to nominate someone to manage this genetic material. The second type of asset that people often forget to put in their estate planning documents are their digital assets. So your digital assets are things like your email account, your social media, your Twitter handle. While you're alive, you're perfectly capable of managing all of those assets on your own. But what happens when you die? Who has access to collect your photos off your social media account, close your social media account? If you don't put these assets in your will, then we may have to go to court and fight with the company that has these platforms to allow your heirs and trustee to get at these assets. It's really important to make sure that your estate plan covers these assets. Don't leave it to chance. It would be terrible if something really important that was near and dear to you was on someone else's platform and your parents or your children or your family couldn't get to it. So the third asset that people often forget about including in their estate plan is cryptocurrency. Most of us don't know what that is, but if you have it, you know what it is. It's important that you designate and nominate a specific person to manage that cryptocurrency, because if you don't, your estate could be losing out on hundreds of thousands and even today millions of dollars in cryptocurrency if you don't protect that asset properly. So now that you know about these 3 types of assets that people often forget to include in their estate plans, please call us today so that we can make sure all of your assets are included and your estate and legacy are protected. Call us today because we want to be a part of your team.